Okay, so here's a little review of what I've noticed with these brands, Hilti, the Milwaukee, and the DeWalt. I've also had a Ridgid, a couple of Ridgid drills, but I haven't had those for quite a while. So the Milwaukee lasted me about 2 years before this switch, the forward and reverse switch, quit. Other than that, it seems like it's a pretty decent drill. And then another thing that kind of sucks about it is it doesn't really hold whenever you're sticking in the chuck there. So that kind of sucks about that. Another thing too is on high speed, it doesn't like to drill through some very hard stuff, as to where the Hilti, I can have it on high speed and do some, take a 1-inch drill bit through over an inch piece of wood. Today I drilled, I'd say somewhere between 5 to 700 holes, 1-inch holes, through 1 inch plus another 1/2 inch wood, so about 1.5 inches, and went through 2 batteries. One of them was a 4 amp and the other one was like a 5.2. Are the 2 batteries that I went through on those holes. But so as far as the flaws on this thing, I guess it would be just the chuck not holding things in there very well, and then high speed doesn't like very much resistance. This is the fuel, so it's brushless. There's a brushless motor. Other than the switch quitting, I guess it's been okay. The sawzall lasted me, the fuel sawzall lasted me less than a year. The fuel version for the 18 sawzall. The DeWalt, this drill here is the 20 volt VMAX. It's not like the super heavy duty DeWalt 20 volt, but this drill has actually been pretty good. I don't think I've had any complaints. That's a little hard, but this has actually been a pretty good drill. I just don't have very big batteries for this one. So the DeWalt's actually been pretty good. I guess the chargers and the batteries, sometimes, there's a risk of catching on fire. Actually, I know a guy that his garage burnt down with charging his DeWalt batteries. The charger and the battery caught fire, and it just ruined a lot of stuff. So the Hilti, the only weakness that I've seen so far was this thing is pretty sensitive. So it's easy to kind of bump it from drill to the clutch, these clutch settings. So it's kind of easy to bump that. The one thing I really didn't care about the DeWalt drill is where the light is. So when you're actually drilling it, it doesn't really help. It really doesn't do good there. It's better if it was down here. The light works better if it's down there. Same with the Milwaukee. It's in the same spot as the DeWalt. It should be down here. The Hilti is down there where it belongs. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's the only weakness with this, is this clutch thing right here. The weakness with this, I guess, is it just didn't last. The switch broke. I can probably take it apart and fix it. The weakness is also the chuck. It doesn't like to hold things very well under heavy resistance. I don't really see a weakness with this DeWalt except for the light. I guess that's another weakness with the Milwaukee. The DeWalt's not brushless, but they make better and newer ones. The way you check the battery on the Hilti is you squeeze the 2 release buttons, and that'll tell you there. On the Milwaukee, you're pressing it on the front of the battery. And then on the DeWalt, this is my smaller battery. I've got larger batteries, but it also has a button to check the life left on the battery for the DeWalt, on the bigger batteries. What I like about this little Hilti drill here, this little hex drill, is you know, it's got a speed control, so you can control the speed of the drill. I haven't had that option on my Milwaukee version of this or my Ridgid drill. So far, the first day I put this under the test, like I said, I drilled somewhere between 500 and 700 holes with this drill today, and it used 2 batteries. And the wood was probably 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches thick. Just constant drilling. So that really worked. And this is, I don't believe this is a brushless motor either. I can't really tell. But anyway, so that's the kind of the breakdown on these drills. So far, I like the Hilti. It's got power, and it's got power under the high speed, which I like that. Milwaukee didn't have that, and the DeWalt didn't seem like it has the power. They feel like they kind of catch and stop, as to where the Hilti on number 2 setting, it just kept going. So, you know, these 2 drills, you know, 3 batteries and a charger, it was pretty expensive, but they have like a 2-year wear and tear warranty, and they have a 20-year manufacturer defect. I will say with the Hilti charger, get the rapid charger, the charger that does like a rapid charge, as opposed to like a regular charger, because I feel like it takes a while. Even kind of seems like the same on the Milwaukee charger, and the DeWalt charger. Unless you're buying a rapid charger, they kind of suck. The regular chargers do. So get the rapid charger if you're, you know, if you need, if you don't have as much battery. They do make the larger batteries. They went from making the 5.2s. They went from making the 5.2s. Now they're making the 4.0s. So they kind of reduced that, but they do have bigger batteries. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys.